Yo people, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Morse back at it again with another preview, and this time it's Sunderland away for the Cherries, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, on paper this is a really big one because we're currently 8th in the league and they're 7th, so really 3 points in the bag after this game will really push us, either Sunderland or Bournemouth, up to the top, possibly into contention for the top 4. Probably realistically will push us up to maybe 5, maybe 6th, depending on how other the league games go. But yeah, obviously, going to Sunderland away is not an easy place to go. Like, not many people get much of a result out of that game. But, you know, I do feel like, for some reason, Sunderland have gone through a little bit of a slope recently. Maybe this might be the opportunity for us to capitalise on it. But I feel like it depends on who we're going to start. Because, like, we've got a lot of injuries going on at the moment. Like, I think Gannon Doak is a risk. Semenyo, we don't know if Semenyo's going to start. Yeah, Christie might be out as well. Clivert's got a little bit of a knock. So it might be a little bit of a makeshift team on Saturday. But I do feel like we do have some variations coming back. We've got Unal coming back. Krupi's always there if EVANILSON doesn't want to start. So, and we also got Scott, who can still cover for Christie. We can even bring out Winterburn from a loan deal. But like, yeah, it's going to be one of those games where I feel like, as like our most recent games have been, it depends how we play in the first half. If we start conceding goals again in the first half, when we spend the whole second half trying to trail it back and claw back, we're never going to get a result. We might get a draw, but then depends on how the first half goes, like I said. I just don't want to see us concede 2 goals in the first half. We can concede 1 and, you know, maybe win it in the second half, but if we go 3-0 down, the game's going to be done in the first half, and there's no point even watching the second half. And yeah, I haven't really been satisfied with our performances for like the last month, really. Our most convincing win, I'd probably say recently, has been Fulham home, when we won 3-1. But the funny thing is, we were 1-0 down, we had to claw it back to go 3-1. I know we beat Nottingham Forest at home, but I'm not being funny. Starting 11 of 85-year-old grandparents could beat Nottingham Forest's team at the time. They were under Ange Postecoglou, so does you really count that? No. So yeah, I'm considering our next game is Everton at home and then Chelsea at home. So we've got 2 home games after this. Maybe even if we don't get a result, or maybe just get a draw out this game, we can still maybe bounce back against Everton, maybe. But I'm not looking forward against Chelsea, I'm not going to lie. Chelsea, I don't have our hopes for us in that game. We never seem to get much out of Chelsea. I know we have beaten Chelsea at home, but, you know, it's like once out of how many games we've played them now? Exactly. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. But yeah, in terms of a score prediction, I'm going to say it's probably going to be either a draw, if we can claw a draw, or maybe hold on defensively. Or, dare I say, I think Sunderland might get the win. But you know, I may be wrong. I'm just giving my honest prediction, what I think is going to happen in this game. Going to Sunderland away is not a good game for a lot of teams in the league. And so far, not many teams have got anything out of them. I don't think anyone have. They might have one of the best home records, so yeah. And away, we're a bit hit and miss, and we haven't really got a convincing away win, I think, since like Tottenham, to be honest. So yeah, that was a while ago now. That's back in September. So yeah, we're November now. We're pretty much a few days away from December. So yeah, I feel like the next couple of games are going to really show what we need to do in January. If we need to really strengthen the squad, we may need to look at moving some players on. I know, obviously, the whole thing with January is the Semenyo release clause, 65 million. Is he going to go in January? Is he going to stay for the rest of the season? That's the big thing around Bournemouth at the moment. And to be honest, if we don't start really getting performances and getting results soon, it may turn Semenyo's head to say, you know what, the ship is sinking, I'm leaving. So yeah, we need to really get some results in the next couple of games. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to say it's easy because we got Sunderland away, Everton at home, Chelsea at home. And, you know, December, January is when all the fixtures start coming thick and fast. And, you know, with the squad injuries that we have already, they're definitely going to get more and more as the weeks go on. So, yeah, we just got to do the best we can, do everything we can to prove to Semenyo, like, look, man, please don't leave us in January. We've got a project here. We've got a chance to get in European football. Don't leave us high and dry now when we could possibly do it. And these are going to be the games that are really going to decide whether or not we're even going to be in contention for European football. Because if you're not really near that sort of bracket around January season, it's almost impossible to get into that sort of bracket. In worst case scenario, we could end up going into near relegation zone. So yeah, hopefully we get the win. Firstly, my starting 11 is, I would probably go with Krupi or Unal over EVANILSON. EVANILSON is just not cutting it. Honestly, that's one of the players I'm really thinking about maybe getting rid of in January, because he's just not putting it in the numbers. We signed him for all this money and he's just not doing anything. When Krupi Jr., a 19-year-old, is outscoring you and you're supposed to be our record signing, that's a bit of a worry. And Unal, who's been away for like nearly a year, comes back in one game, not even a full game, like 20 minutes at best, scores a goal. And we got our record signing that hasn't scored a goal in months. So you do the math. Does that mean he wants to stay here? Or maybe we should look at getting someone else, getting the money in from EVANILSON? I'd say so, yes. I think on the left, I think it might have to be Cliver or maybe Adley. That's probably going to be Cam. It's probably going to be Tav or Scott. Obviously, we got Christie out, so maybe Scott might have to go into the CDM and we put Tav in the middle. On the right, we might, if Semenyo can't play, we'll have to play Brooks. Tyler Adams has got to go. He's our best CDM. There's no question about it. Truffier on the left, Diakite, Senesi, and we got, I'll probably go with Jimenez over at Areo, and obviously Petrovic in goal. That's my starting 11, that's what I'm going to go with. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how the game goes. I will be doing a watch along for the game, so come see me at 3 PM. I will be doing an announcement video to let everybody know I'm going to be on live at 3 PM. And yeah, come join me then, and hopefully we get the win, and yeah, keep this winning momentum going. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching my preview. I've been your boy, Richard Morse. Please leave a like, share and subscribe down below. I'll catch you guys on my watch along tomorrow. And yeah, let's hope we get the 3 points. See you later, guys.